Welcome to Seals on the Move. I'm Alex Seals, and Rosie Seals is along for the ride. We are in Nashville, Tennessee at a giant free arcade called Game Terminal. All the video games inside are free, as well as some outdoor games like Giant Connect 4 and Giant Jenga. The pinball machines do cost money, but there is so much to do that you can have a free day of fun. So let's get a move on with Seals on the Move. Pac Mania. I had this game for Sega Genesis and I loved it. Pac-Man can actually jump in this game. It came out in 1987, just like me. Anteater. Weird game. Came out in 1982. You were supposed to eat all the dots, so basically this game is Pac-Man if he was a tongue.
Oh, so close!
Space Panic was released in 1980. You were supposed to dig holes and capture the aliens in them.
Peggies!
This game is simple but cool. Frogs reflects the game off of a mirror so the character can appear on the colorful background. It came out in 1978 before the 80s arcade boom. Wacko was released in 1983 and you are in control of Captain Cruiser. This game glitched, but Swimmer came out in 1982. You have to avoid objects. It's the anti-Frogger as you avoid logs instead of jump on them.
That one was strange.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Came out in 1989 and is based on the original cartoon, which I loved as a kid. Turtles in Time, which I played at school because the arcade cabinet was set up in an after-school care room, is the sequel. This is Super Sprint, a 1986 racing game. There is a pedal that you have to step on the machine to make the car go. This was hard. Crazy Climber came out in 1980. It reminds me of Fix-It Felix Jr. from Wreck-It Ralph. It uses two joysticks, which was confusing. The goal? To get to the top. This game also appeared to be glitchy. Major Havoc came out in 1983. Besides this Galaga-like gameplay, there were side-scroller sections. Return of the Jedi! Released in 1984, you operate speeder bikes, the Millennium Falcon, and an AT-ST.
I'll try again.
Domino Man, another simple but fun game. I'll admit I tend to like the more simple ones. It came out in 1983 and the goal is to set up all the dominoes. Enemies can knock them over prematurely and you can go for more points at the end of the level or move on. Based on the movie, Tron was released in 1982. There are 4 types of play in the game, with the ones shown here being battle tanks. Galaxian came out in 1979 and is comparable to Space Invaders. Discs of Tron, which came out in 1983, was more enjoyable than the battle tanks that I played in the first Tron. I didn't quite know what I was doing, but it was still fun. You were supposed to hit the platform of the computer player. Donkey Kong, where it all started, released in 1981. Bert, a 1982 game you have to change the color of the blocks while avoiding the bad guys. Bert had a pretty big role in Wreck-It Ralph. It's fun. Why did his game get shut down in the movie? Kangaroo. This one was fun. I'm not sure why the kangaroo's fighting monkeys, considering they do not even inhabit the same continent. What do you think, Kangaroo? Apparently, the monkey stole her kid. It came out in 1982. Root Beer Tapper is the kids' version of regular old Tapper, which featured beer. It was released in 1983, and the goal is to get people their drinks. Tapper was another one who appeared in Wreck-It Ralph. Fulfill your dream of being a lumberjack in Timber, a 1984 game. Chop down trees in the time allotted to you. Pac-Land, released in 1984, reminds me of Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures, which I played on Sega Genesis. In Pac-Land, you actually control Pac-Man, unlike in The New Adventures, where you have to encourage him to go places but could not directly control him. It was a weird game. This is basically Super Mario Bros. And Pac-Man put together, but Pac-Land came out before Super Mario. Mappy, released in 1983, features a police mouse that is trying to recover items that were stolen. A 1988 release, Toobin is a game similar to swimming, where you have to avoid obstacles. This is not a video game, but it was neat. Kind of reminds me of this thing. Frogger. Everybody knows this one. Get across the road without dying. Came out in 1981. Sega was actually the manufacturer. Junior Pac-Man is super fast. The video is not sped up. Guess the kid is hyped up on sugar? Namco did not give permission for this 1983 game to be made. Nibbler, a 1982 game, features a snake that grows as it eats and must avoid connecting with itself. In Crystal Castles, another 1983 game, you are Bentley Bear and must collect dots just like Pac-Man. It kind of looks like Marble Madness.
The trees move? Well, that's not fair. Trees don't move.
In Zookeeper, you have to keep the animals in by continuously building a wall. The main character is attempting to save his girlfriend, Zelda. Could Zookeeper be Link's side job? This game came out in 1982. Jungle Hunt, another 1982 game, has some variety, swinging on vines, swimming, jumping over rocks, and avoiding cannibals. gotta pull one out and see if it falls. Jenga.
I need to build my own. This is already up. Okay, that one's done.
Flinging water everywhere.
They're wet, so it's not quite working. Now, I want this middle one. Okay, how about this one? No, they're all going to topple if I go for that. Ow!
Did it fall on you? You can reserve these areas. Bathroom wallpaper. These are games that you control, how do I put it, by using the restroom. Since this is a video game video, I noticed at Arby's when we were on the way to Nashville a Shovel Knight promotion. We hope you enjoyed this episode. What is your favorite arcade game, old or new? Let us know down in the comments. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, share this with your button mashing friends, blast that subscribe button, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. If you would like to support us, the link to our Patreon is in the description below. Even $1 helps. As always, thanks for watching and supporting.